Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of water. So if you're Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of October 11th through the 13th, 2024. So to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to email me first for the price list if you don't have it. And if you're looking for your individual sign reading, make sure that you are joined on Patreon. All right, so we have the overall energy as the Six of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Wands, Page of Cups, Four of Swords, and the Fool. All right, so kind of feels like, you know, your situation is pretty calm. I don't know if you've been going through some turbulent times, but I feel like you're coming out of it. Now, it does seem like at times maybe you just feel numb, or like you're just coasting. But I do feel that there is progress happening in your life. It looks like you also are moving away from some sort of an illusion. Maybe you had someone on a pedestal, or you were in some sort of honeymoon phase, and now that's over, and you're moving more towards reality. Seems like your spirit guides are also taking you somewhere, and maybe you're learning to just trust it, and just go with the flow of it instead of fighting against whatever is happening. It kind of seems like either you're following someone's lead, or someone is going to end up following your lead. Not necessarily in a submissive way, but like I said, it's like you're trusting your intuition or your guides, and you're allowing someone else to take the lead. So maybe you are normally someone who takes the lead, but you're just like, let me just go ahead and relax and trust that this person knows where they're taking me. So yeah, I feel like it's kind of like that. Now, it might be too, like in a literal sense, vacationing. Maybe it's a road trip and normally you drive, and then you just kind of trust someone else to drive or take the wheel. You're like, fine, you drive, I'll just ride along. Even too, I don't know how many people have like a literal boat, but you might have one, and maybe you like to sail, but you're allowing someone else to sail the boat. I do feel though, if someone else is in the driver's seat, you might kind of feel like they're going a little too fast, but I don't feel like you're going to stop them. You're going to let them do their thing. Another thing, it seems like, even though your life might feel like slow motion right now, it's going to speed up. All of a sudden, it's like something is like fast forwarding. Some of you also might decide that you want to start walking, jogging, or running, or something that you want to do to build your stamina. I feel like you're also going to suddenly be inspired or discover that you're actually passionate about something, and it's like you're really good at it. It may be something creative too. It's either something creative or something physical. Creative, it does kind of look like writing. Like you try your hand at writing and then you're like surprised at, you know, where your imagination is taking you. Like you're floating away. You're like, wow, I'm getting lost in my own story. Like this is fun. Seems like you're also getting ready to start something new or start from ground zero. Seems like you are headed towards uncharted territory. Like you've never done this before. This is completely new to you, fish out of water. But, you know, you're enjoying it and you're open to see, you know, where something goes. It does seem like you are letting go. I don't know if you've been keeping some sort of a barrier up, or if you've just been afraid to do things. It just seems like you don't have fear anymore. You're not thinking or overthinking anymore. You're just like, I'm just going to do it. Like, I'm going with my first mind. You're just allowing life to happen. Something seems to be very peaceful for you. Now I'm getting something about sound bowls. I don't know if you've started playing sound bowls or if you've been listening to it. It does seem as if something's been helping you go to sleep. You also, like I said, might be so inspired by something that you decide to try it yourself. You're like, this is new. It could be any type of new instrument. And you're like, what is this instrument this person's playing? And then you just like feel inspired and decide that you want to pick up the instrument too. If you are into crystals, you definitely seem like you are using them. Maybe you're putting them on your body, or holding on to your crystals, trying to heal, release, or even use it as a form of divination. I also feel that there is someone that you're connected to telepathically, and it's kind of like you guys are sending signals to each other. You're sending these telepathic signals to each other. You guys are like antennas for each other, and it's just like beep, boop, 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 boop. And you can hear like each other like signaling back and forth. So it's like you guys have your own private or coded language. If someone is into horror movies, I feel like they are watching Annabelle. Now, something also kind of seems like Alice in Wonderland, or you're going into some sort of a rabbit hole. You're going down some sort of rabbit hole. You might find yourself focused on an air sign, or there's an air sign that's focused on you. But I kind of feel like it's some sort of mental stimulation going on between you and this person. Feels like you're also going towards some sort of opportunity, but you feel like you need to rush on it. You're like, I need to act fast. Like, you know, this is some opportunity. I don't want to miss it. And it seems like you're going towards it or taking advantage of some sort of opportunity. Something feels too like you don't want to be left behind. Now that also might have something to do with technology. Maybe it's something that you're trying to learn or get into because you don't want to be left behind. There could also be some sort of messages or communication between you and an earth sign. If you are active on social media, I feel like somebody is looking to see what you wrote or what you posted. It could be that someone is looking for a sign or looking for clues. I kind of feel like you might have like a lot of strange dreams. I'm seeing like a lot of daydreaming or fantasizing as well. Maybe you're trying to find out whether or not someone is in a relationship or they are doing this to you. There's a lot of air that keeps coming through here, so there may be something significant for sure between you and an air sign. It could be platonic, it could be career-wise, it might be romantic, but I feel like there's a strong air energy around you. Also, you might be attracted to someone who is a single parent. I kind of feel like you're daydreaming in public, or it's like you're out to dinner and people are talking to you, but everything they're saying is like going over your head. It's like you're there, your body is there, but your mind is not. I feel like you're in two different places. You also might find yourself very busy, followed by rest. I really feel like this is like overexerting yourself, or this is after your daily run. You like need to rest or crash. Now, if something slows down after it begins, especially more so like a connection that you're having with someone, I feel like it's just so that you can process the connection that you're having. And it also looks like maybe someone decides that they don't want to rush into something because they're still healing. I'm getting the energy of someone who is an outsider or like a loner, or just has like these unusual ways about themselves. People might feel like you are acting a little unusual. People might be like, oh, you seem a little detached today, or where's your head at? And I don't know, you are coming off detached. You're doing a lot of daydreaming. Um, hmm. Kind of feels like you're wanting to find someone who understands you, uh, who understands your quirks, or that you're very eccentric. I'm also getting the energy of someone who likes to be barefoot, kind of hippie vibe. Feels like you are finally ready um, to stop fighting against what feels right. Uh, Stop fighting against nature. I feel like you're allowing yourself to experience something. Now, this can even be like some drug, and you're like, oh, I never had, what is that, ayahuasca before. I'm scared. And it's like initially like you're fighting it, and then you just like allow yourself to feel it. Um, but I mean, it could be anything. It just seems like you were initially fighting against something, and now you're just like, I don't want to fight this anymore. And so, you feel liberated or free. There's a calmness that you're experiencing, some sort of peace. You also might feel that way around water. Mm. Just seems like you're finding your balance. Also, if you've been holding some sort of a grudge, it just feels good to release that grudge. You're like, I'm not even angry anymore. I don't care. And it just feels good. Something kind of feels like you're also running away or escaping. But it could be more like some sort of vacation, or something feels like it's your time. Yeah. All right, so let's pull some energy cards. All right, additional messages for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You have storm warning, walking away, 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. Overall energy, the temple path. So, I kind of feel like a path is being cleared out for you. But maybe it was like there had to be some sort of destruction to clear out the path. And now it looks like you have room to move about, or you can, like I said, it feels like you're able to leave or escape or be set free. Something also feels like, there was a lot of chaos. There was a lot of destruction or chaos around you. But you chose to just like follow your heart, or your heart has been guiding you out of harm's way. Like something is like keeping you out of harm's way. Really your intuition. Overall, it just looks like you're pursuing what the heart wants. You're like, that. This is what my heart has been calling out for me to do. So I'm following my heart. And you're going to do what brings you peace. Something has been a part of your spiritual path as well. Also, whatever your spiritual foundation was seems like it had to crumble and fall apart. It's like you have to start over. Now, there could also be some sort of literal storm that you're having to run or escape from or stay clear of. It might not just be Florida, it could be somewhere else, but it just seems like you're trying to get out of the way. It could just be a simple rainstorm and you have to take shelter underneath some sort of awning or something for a minute, and then you're free to move about after it passes. I feel like something is also activating a heart chakra. Like you're feeling like crazy flutters. Of course, go to the doctor if you feel like something's wrong. But spiritually, it feels like maybe you feel what someone else feels. Or it feels like you guys are connected. Your heart is beating the same as theirs, as beating as one. You might have some sort of unusual spiritual experience. Maybe initially feels like anxiety. Yeah, so those are the messages that I have for you guys. Hopefully some things resonated. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.